behaviors in turn affect other aspects of child's development. To address these questions, let's first look at how peer relations change as children grow older. This will help us understand the developmental aspect of peer relations. Then we'll discuss the various processes and contexts through which peers influence each other's development. Infants, though unable to establish peer contact independently, are frequently in the company of other infants. By the age of 6 months, they begin to interact voluntarily, displaying positive behavior such as vocalization and touch toward other children. As they age, peer interaction increases in both number and complexity, with more evident affective responses, both positive and negative. Most social interchanges among infants are positive, laying the groundwork for future social development. During the preschool years, peer relations become even more complex, involving more children, symbolic interaction, and collaborative problem solving. Toddlers, in particular, engage in imitation, both imitating their partners and taking pleasure in being imitated. As children's development progresses, the cognitive complexity and social organization of the play also advance. Enhances perspective talking skills may enable children to participate in rule-based games and cooperate in social exchanges. Peer interaction increase in both number and complexity, with affective responses, both positive and negative, becoming more evident. As children grow, they engage in different types of play, each contributing uniquely to their development. One common approach to categorizing play is to categorize it by cognitive complexity. As would be expected, children of different ages are likely to engage in different types of play. Functional play is all about simple, repetitive movements. Picture a child shaking a rattle or jumping up and down with the clay. It's straightforward but essential for their physical development. Constructive play takes things up a notch. Here, children manipulate objects to create something new. Think of child building an impressive tower of blocks or crafting a collage by cutting and pasting pictures. This type of play fosters creativity and problem-solving skills. Then there is a pretend play, a hallmark of the preschool years. This is where imagination truly shines. Children might pretend a log is a boat or act out adventures as Batman and Robin with a friend. Pretend play not only sparks creativity but also enhances cognitive development and peer relationships. Lastly, we have games with rules. These games require children to follow prearranged rules and limits, teaching them about structure and cooperation. Another approach is to type children's play based on its social organization. It's commonly assumed that various types of play develop in a specific order. Onlooker play. This involves watching other play without participating oneself. Solitary play. In this type, children play alone and independently with no attempt to get close to other children. Parallel play. Children play alongside with other children and with similar material but without real interaction or cooperation. Associative play. This involves playing with other children in some common activity but without division of labor or subordination to overall group goal. Collaborative play. In this type, children play in a group organized to carry out some activity or attain a goal, cooperating the behavior in pursuit of the common goal. It is important to note that not all children progress through these stages in the order shown. Additionally, early categories of play such as solitary and parallel play do not necessarily disappear as children grow older. They remain common among 4 and 5 years old. During adolescence, groups become increasingly important as a context for peer interaction. A group is a collection of individuals who feel a sense of belonging, interact regularly in a structured way, and share values and attitudes. This sense of group belonging becomes particularly significant during the middle years of childhood. Groups can be formal, with substantial adult input, such as Girl Guides and Boy Scouts. They can also be informal, created and directed by children themselves. In both cases, the group provides a structured environment where children can interact, share values, and develop a sense of belonging. Cliques. Cliques consist of 5 to 10 individuals who interact regularly, share interests, and exhibit distinct behavior patterns. Members of a clique often have similar family backgrounds, values, and attitudes. In early adolescence, cliques are typically same sex, but by the mid teens, mixed sex cliques become more common. This group provides a place for emotional support and companionship, as well as a space to begin exploring one's social and sexual identity. Crowds. Crowds are large, loosely organized groups that help structure social identity in high school. Examples include groups like nerds, geeks, and Swifties. These crowds provide adolescents with a forum for exploring their social identity. After high school, the influence of crowds typically declines in individuals' life. However, even in adulthood, people continue to seek out like-minded groups with whom they socialize and often identify based on personal interests and lifestyle choices. Processes of peer influence. Peers continuously imitate each other, and behaviors such as compliance with instructions, sharing, and social participation are influenced by the action of their peers. Reinforcing behavior like smiling, showing affection, and cooperating, as well as punishing behavior such as blaming and disapproval, predictably alter the subsequent behavior of the targets. Children tend to repeat behaviors that are reinforced and prefer to play with peers who provide rewarding interaction. The extent of mutual peer influence varies by domain. It significantly impacts behaviors related to gender roles, aggression, ways of initiating interaction, and on task behavior in the classroom. Peer influence can be problematic, leading to behaviors like smoking, drinking, and delinquency, or beneficial, fostering positive behaviors and enjoyable interaction. Most studies suggest that the extent of disagreement between parents and children is often overstated. In important areas such as academics, life plans, and values, children are more influenced by their parents than by their peers. So far, we focused on the general processes in peer relations and the broad changes that occur with development. However, it's important to recognize that peer relations do not follow a single uniform pattern. For some children, life within the peer group is significantly more enjoyable and fulfilling than it is for others. In this part of the lecture, we will shift our focus to the individual differences in the quality of peer relations. Friendship. Friendship is an ongoing dyadic bond characterized by loyalty, intimacy, reciprocity, and positive affect. Behavior homophily, the tendency to form friendship based on similarities, plays a significant role in friendship selection. Friends often share similarities in age, gender, race, behavior, and interests. They also tend to be alike in their orientation towards school, academic, children's culture, personality, and ethnic identity. These similarities are usually present before friendships, but further enhanced as the friendship develops. A study by John Gottman. John Gottman's research involved children aged 3 to 9 who did not know each other at the start of the study. Pairs of same age children were randomly formed and met in the home of one of the children 3 play sessions over 4 weeks. The study aimed to determine whether the children would become friends and, if so, what processes led to friendship formation. Gottman found that some children did become friends, while others did not. Several key processes differentiated these two groups. Children who became friends were more successful at establishing a common ground activity, meaning they could agree on what to do. These eventual friends also demonstrated greater communication clarity and were more effective at exchanging information than those who did not become friends. Additionally, they were more skilled at resolving conflict, an important ability given the frequency of conflict in young children interaction. Finally, eventual friends were more likely to engage in self disclosure, sharing personal information about themselves. Effects of friendship. Friendship is associated with more positive self perception and global self worth in children. It provides important social support, including emotional, instrumental, informational, and companionship support. Having just one close friend can help protect children from the negative consequences of peer victimization. Behaviors more characteristic of friendship pairs than peers include spending more time together and enjoying that time. Friends engage in more prosocial behaviors such as sharing and cooperation and display greater equity in allocating resources. While conflict is common between friends, it is less intense and more effectively addressed than with non friends. Friends also engage in more self disclosure and emotional discourse. By adolescent, intimacy becomes crucial in determining friendship pairings. Friendship is beneficial for child development, contributing to more positive self perception and global self worth. It provides essential social support, with friends ranking second to parents in emotional support and first in companionship support.